What's good, everybody? It's Jose from My Audio Marketplace. I said that I would be streaming live today. I'm actually streaming live on IG and on YouTube. So I finally figured it out. Now I can actually do my live streams where I'm talking to MG or Craft Masters or whoever I'm going to be speaking to, and they'll show up on Facebook. So on YouTube. Sorry about that. So I'm streaming on IG and YouTube live right now. So if you want to see what I'm actually doing on my screen, I suggest you jump over to YouTube. But I'm going to be doing both a discussion and also answering questions from other people's posts and emails that I received. So what we're going to be talking about is basically like how to make your IG beat videos. Like, some people don't know how to do that, and I understand it can get tricky and frustrating with a lot of technology that's out there, and a lot of people don't know how to do certain things, and I'm still learning IG. I have an understanding of it. However, there's a lot more features that IG has come out with. So we need, us as producers, the producer community, need to be able to leverage that. What's up, everybody? We need to leverage IG, because there's a lot of people that aren't leveraging it. So it's giving us a playing field to throw money behind our marketing. And so the whole aspect of the live stream we did yesterday was basically to give you guys ideas on how to make money. If you're not making money from your beats, but how to make money from sounds, and take a percentage of that and throw it behind your beats. Take 20% of what you make and throw it behind your beats and start marketing your beat videos. Start marketing towards your website. So if you have no money, but you have, I know I'm a Mac person. I don't have a PC. I have not had a PC since a G4, and that was way back in the day. So I've been using Mac ever since. So for Mac, Apple is really good at just giving you shit, like, right out the gate. And if you have no money and you have an iPad, you have an iPhone, you have a Mac, either a MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, any of that, you actually get iMovie for free. So I'm gonna be on my Mac. I have iMovie. I just downloaded iMovie. I use a program to make my life easier called ScreenFlow. You can use ScreenFlow. You can use Snagit. You can use Camtasia if you're on PC, to make your actual beat videos. So what we want to do is, I actually reached out to the community and I asked them. I was like, hey, can someone send me some beats, because I'm getting back into the beat making, and I haven't had time to make any because I've been doing content. So what's good, everybody? If you're joining, we're doing showing you guys how to do making beat videos. If you have no budget, like you have no money, to like if you have little money, to like if you have a budget. So I'm gonna be showing you guys and explaining as best I can. If you're watching here, you don't want to go to the YouTube stream. If you go to the YouTube stream, it's myaudiomarketplace.com, or just My Audio Marketplace. Sorry about that. My Audio Marketplace on YouTube, and you'll see my actual screen, my desktop screen. So I'm streaming there right now. So I had a few people send me some beats. So what I'm going to do is open up ScreenFlow, and ScreenFlow is a Mac-based program. It uses for screen capturing, and you can use it to actually do a lot more than what people understand. And I actually picked up on some little tricks and tips on actually how to animate a few things in there. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the simple things. So what I mean by doing the simple things, I'm going to show you just how to quickly, once you got a beat done and you're trying to just get something out there so you can start pushing and marketing, how to get this stuff done. So all I did was I went to Google. I was getting this prepared today. I went to Google. I found some images that would relate to the beats that I got. So I saw this one. It was called It's by Dion. It's called Whip the Rex. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, so I'm gonna quick listen to it right now. Let's get through real quick. Let's see this pane. Hopefully you guys can hear that. If you guys can hear it, give me a thumbs up real quick. Yeah, I mean, DaVinci is one as well. Another one is Apple has one too. It's called Motion 5, I believe. All right, so I'm gonna take that pane beat, and what I'm doing is I opened up ScreenFlow, and I just opened up a new document because I'm not screen recording. So I opened up the new document. I have ScreenFlow going, and I'm going to drag the actual beat into one of the tracks. That's how I view it. So because I'm an audio guy, I look at it as everything being a track. Like when we're making beats, your kickers on one track, your 808s on another, your bass, your snare, all that. So it's the same thing like video, but they're layers. So whichever one is the top, that's gonna show through. So I need to find a picture. So I found a random picture that resonated with me on Google. I just found a random Lamborghini picture. I'm gonna stretch it out, and I'm gonna actually have this picture, this beat video, on my IG just so you guys can see once I'm done with it. And this is something you guys should be doing. If you don't have any money, if you have an Apple product, there's no excuses, because I mean they give you this stuff for free, so you can use iMovie to do this. I remember struggling hardcore trying to figure out how to use iMovie, and I'm not using it because I still struggle with it today, and I know how to use ScreenFlow, so ScreenFlow would take me literally a few minutes. So now all I do is just drag and drop a picture in there, drag my beat in there. I'll need some text, so I'll go and add some text. Let me move this out of the way. So we went with Pane. And it's not going to be the best looking beat video, because like I said, we're doing this with no money. So if you're doing this with no money, this is exactly what you're going to be doing inside of iMovie or inside of whatever free. I think PC has a what does PC have, guys? Those that are out there, I think that it's something movie maker, I think it's called. PC has a movie maker, so you could do the same thing in there. You just gotta finesse it and start moving things around. So we're just gonna put the title of the beat. Okay, and let's mess around with some settings because I don't need. Let's see. Don't need any fill. No. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Actually, I just do this. And this is his IG. Windows Movie Maker. Thank you, sir. Yes. So if you have Windows Movie Maker, you can actually use that as well. Like, that's why I always say, like, okay, so this should never be a money struggle, bro. No one should have a money struggle. And like, from here on out, no one in the producer community should ever say I'm broke. You're not broke. You're never broke. If you're smart, you're never broke. You want to change that to I have limited funds. That's what you want to do. So when you say I'm broke, you shut your mind down to start, and you hold yourself back. And you don't want to do that. What's good? How's everything? How's everything? Oh my gosh, how's everybody doing today? So we're just going over the beat videos. So right now I have a beat that I've already done. If you're on YouTube Live, you'll see that I have it on the screen. I'm screen sharing. It's going to be the first one. I have a name. It's just keeping it very, very simple, having very, very limited funds, and sometimes this is what you gotta do. You gotta get going. This struggle's real, man. And then as you get better, you can finesse this to even do better videos. And with ScreenFlow, I can do better videos with this. So now I have my text. I just gotta make sure. There we go. I drag this out the whole duration, and now this is done. All I gotta do is convert it, which I'm not gonna do it right now because it will take a little bit longer because I am streaming. So I'm just gonna save it, and then I'll convert it after the stream. Okay, save. So that's the cheap way. Using iMovie, using what you have, iMovie, and let me look back at that. And then Windows Movie Maker, use those to your best advantage if you have no money. Those come with your operating system. Now, when you have money, upgrade to ScreenFlow, Camtasia. You can do a little bit more. Really, and that's when you have a little bit of money. Get a program that you can start finessing a little bit more. You can do a little automation. Like I can do some automation with ScreenFlow, but I'm not going to spend the time to do that because this is just a simple wham bam. Like, it's not the most beautiful thing to see. This is like, I need to get something up, to get something heard, and do the best that I can. And if you don't spend the time to go design something, this is what you can do. Now, we're going to do a second one now. So the second one, let me delete all these. I'm using ScreenFlow again, so you would use Movie Maker or whatever. I'm going to take this beat from Big Bolo. Shout out to the homie Big Bolo for sending the beat. Let's see which one. This one. So I'm kind of low on volume. Alright, hold on. I'll turn myself up in a bit. Let me turn myself up. Give me a second. I turned my volume down earlier today in OBS. Because it was loud as heck. Like, it was just like almost redlining. How does that sound? Is that the volume better, bro? Now, was the volume low for me talking, or was the volume low for the beat? If you can let me know, that'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, Scorpio, those are some other really low cost things that people can do. And I think a lot of us just get so caught up in the cost that we hold ourselves back a lot of times, and because we hold ourselves back, and then we pretty much, and I do the same thing. And what I mean by that is, okay, so I want to make some drum kits, but I don't want to make drum kits until I get my Apollo X8 and my lunchbox, my 500 series lunchbox. And the reason why is because the drums, we already know drums are recycled. I mean, let's just be honest. A lot of 9 times out of 10 drums are recycled. So it's the same concept as I gave you guys. I have some key drum sounds that I like, that I gravitate to a lot. I want to take those sounds and make them unique to my style, and throwing them through actual 500 analog series is going to give a different flavor and different color than using plugins, because digital is digital, analog is analog. And if you never recorded on a reel to reel before, it's it's really, it's hard to explain, but when you hear it, it is phenomenal. I mean, ask Craftmasters, he'll tell you. Like, he got his 500 series and he's just like, yo, I'm taking this like everywhere with me. And I showed him which one I was gonna get. I'm like, bro, this is the one I'm gonna get, because it actually is a summing bus, and in its actual 500 series where you can put your cards in, and you don't need to put the cards in. You can actually, if I'm using a incorrect terminology, I apologize. When I say put the cards in, like, there's slots in the 500 series where you can put your, you can buy API 500 series cards where you can put them right in. So you don't need to have anything in there. You can just run it right through. So basically, I would take the outputs of the Apollo, run it out into the 500 series as a summing bus, and then running back into the Apollo to get that analog warmth. Yeah, and I guess you got to look at it as, like, I'm gonna get, I believe the 500 series I'm looking at is gonna be um, 8. It has 8 slots, and for the reason it has 8, I want stereo in a sense. So like, one can be EQ, one can be compressor, one can be they have their, like, they sound like analog, like a reel to reel. They have like what are they called? The fat tape or something like that, and it has like different settings. Like, so those cards are just different colors. Best way to put it is, if you're painting, you're just having different colors to paint. So it's the same thing for audio. So like how we have our plugins, VSTs for our audio to get a certain sound, you actually use these cards, and it sounds, dude, it sounds magical. Like, I've come from the analog gear, using analog gear when I was interning and when I was actually a recording student. So using those things and hearing them is way different than hearing digital. Digital's clean, and that's why digital's so good. But if you run it through an analog gear, man, it sounds beautiful. API makes some. Shadowville makes some. Black Line has a really good one. I think it was Black Line. I was talking to Sweetwater rep, and he was just giving me a list of them. So it's really like what you want. Are you using it for just a mono? Are you using it for stereo? Then that's going to determine how many slots you need. So I know we just got off subject. I apologize. I love talking about gear because I love gear just as much as the next guy. No, there's a lot more than just that, bro. Shadow Hill is one, but there's a lot more. I know API has their own too. Just go to Sweetwater and type in 500 series, and you'll see like all the lunch boxes. All right, so now I have the next beat in. This one, what I did is I went to, so we're not gonna do the cheap, in a sense, the really cheap. I'm in a hurry. I did the first one so you can see like what happens when people like get in a hurry and they don't want to take their time to actually do something properly. So the first beat video that I'll post up, you'll see it's gonna be like, I'm in a hurry. This is still the cheap way to do it, but I'm in a hurry. So this is the second way to do it, where I have a little bit more time. I'm gonna spend more time. I'm gonna find some image. I'm gonna put my text in, and I'm gonna put it in. I actually used Canva to do this one. So I found this Canva image, named it, and then put Bolo's name on it, and purchased this beat today. DM for prices. So I actually got to put in the right beat because I have the wrong beat in here. So I have this beat. Now I'm going to drag in this picture. Just stretch it out. And that's it. Actually, this beat's not that long, so we'll do that. Do that. And what I should have did was should have faded it out. So we're going to do that at end transition. That's it. This is done. Now all I have to do, drag this image out there. And what I did is I just held shift while I pulled that out. So I made the pictures fit in the actual box. So now I'll save this. This will be the second second beat. All right. So those are the two examples. So now that I have the no money, this is how you do it. You use your bare minimum, what your system comes with. Apple has iMovie. You can use iMovie. You have the software that comes with the PC, Movie Maker. I think QuickTime, no, I don't think you'll really be able to do it with QuickTime. But now if you have a little bit of money, what you can do and look at is After Effects. So if you have After Effects, which that's what I was spending time in, I didn't get a chance to find the template that I wanted. I have to go through all my old archives to find my old After Effects beat stuff. Where actually I'd give it away for free as a template, but I have to find it. I don't know where it's actually at, so I gotta go through my archives. So what I would do is go to, and this is what people do, and if they tell you they're not doing it, they're lying to you, man. A lot of people do this, and it's not about, I always say it's not about working hard, it's about working smarter. So what's good, if you guys are joining, I'm showing you guys how to make beat videos for IG, how to make it the cheap way, how to actually make it if you have a little bit of budget, and then how do you do it when you have a budget. So what I mean by having a budget, meaning like you've already have money coming in consistently, or you already have the money. So if you have a little bit of budget, I would suggest getting After Effects, jumping onto Ivanto Market, and I have it up on my screen right now. It's a ISO tape. It's a visualizer. So as your beats playing, I mean, you've seen them on YouTube. As your beats playing, you'll see like the spectrum analyzer jumping all around. You can actually find those templates on YouTube for free if you know where to look. So that's another way. If you don't want to spend money, that's the other way to doing it. But I just found, I mean, I typed it in and just looked. I actually typed in audio visualizer, and I found like 4 of them, and they're different prices: $21, $16, $21, $24. And once you have that template, you put it into After Effects, make your changes. You know, they have it for After Effects, they have it for Premiere, Apple Motion Graphics, Cinema 4D, which has gotten godly expensive. So for us, I would say After Effects, that's what I've used. I haven't used Motion Graphics yet. Thinking about probably picking it up, give it a shot, and see how it works. So you want to do that, and the reason why you want to pick yourself up a template, because that way you can, until you can get some more money being generated. That's the whole point. The whole point is having money being generated. So as you have money being generated, let me turn on this light. I didn't realize that it was dark a second here. As you have more money being generated, you start buying templates, and you get templates so that way you can make it different. You know what I mean? You don't want all your beats to have the same visuals. You might want to get, if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. But then change the color on something, and a lot of them have tutorials in there. That's another one too, man. Thank you. Hey, you guys go through the comments, and Scorpio 16 is actually giving you guys great input for the PC side as well. So that's where you want to get, is where you can get your own templates and start getting it done. The end result, the absolute place you want, every person wants to be and should be, is the number 3. And the number 3 spot is having a budget. If you have a budget, you need to focus on what is important to you. And people don't get this, and it took me a long time to understand this, because I'm more of a try to get as much done as I can on my own. And try to save as much money as I can on my own. But the thing is, you gotta learn to invest. And what I mean by that is, you want to get to the point where you have a budget now. You find somebody you trust. You say, hey, every month I make about X amount of beats. We're just gonna say 10. I make 10 beats. So you're gonna give him 5 beats every so many weeks. I need you to have these videos created for me on this date. Whatever date you guys negotiate, that's the date that he needs to have them. You pay him a certain amount, and you can find these really cheap. You can go on Fiverr and say, hey, I need this music behind this. Can you make that? And it's gonna be yes or no. Or they already have that Fiverr deal where you found the actual visualizer you want to use. Like, hey, I need 5 of those made. I know they're like $5 a piece. Can you do it for this price for a bundle? Or find somebody online. That's what I did back in like years back when I was doing beats. I found somebody online. I said, hey, if I keep feeding you this, would you be willing to do them for $10 a pop? Because they were actually really good. They were really, really good. And I didn't want to go any lower because I felt if I went lower, it would really be I wouldn't be appreciating his time. And you gotta look at it this way. Yeah, it's $50 for 5 beats to getting converted, but if I'm making money, that doesn't matter to me, because for you taking the time to do what I just did, that's still, even if it took me 5 minutes just to do the simple stuff, you still gotta render it. After it's done rendering, let's say it takes about, when I used to render it on my MacBook Pro, my older one, dude, like no lie, just to do an intro sometimes would be about 8 hours to 16 hours. And then if I mess something up, then I'd have to wait. I wouldn't know until I woke up, and then I have to delete it, set it all up again, render it, go to work, and it still wouldn't be done by the time I got back from home, or from work. And then once it would finish, then pray that it was good. So make sure you actually save that time, have someone else do it, because that means you have more time to get more beats done. You have more time to go talk to your customers. Like, that's the importance of having a budget. That's the importance of building a team, because now you can focus on what's really important, because doing these is not important. It is to draw attention and get attention, but it's not important to do this so that way you can just waste time and say you're busy. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not gonna, if I had no budget right now, yes, I'm gonna do this. But if I have a budget and I know somebody can do it and they're willing to do it, then I would pay for it. So you got to make sure you actually understand where you're at in your business, because this is what it is. It's a business. This isn't. If you're doing this because you want to do it for free, cool, great. Then just do it the way you want to do it. But if you're doing this because the end goal is to make enough money to be comfortable or to help you get to the next level, then you need to start making money, to start budgeting, to get things done so you can focus on the more important things. Because if you're making beats and then it takes you a whole half an hour to get one beat video done, and it takes you 20 minutes to make a beat, you just wasted a whole half an hour. You could have made a beat. So you want to make sure you know where you're at. If you already have a small budget, then then this video is useless to you. Then what you need to, the only value you're going to get from this video is me telling you you need to go hire somebody to do the shit for you, so you can go work and make more beats, and you can go out and talk to real artists, and you can go out and start making sure you're communicating and being social on social media and start getting other attention instead of wasting your time on the macro stuff. Like, this isn't going to help you get there. This is going to help with your attention, but it's not going to help you get there. You actually going out and doing things is going to help you get to the next level. And that's what a lot of us forget. And that's what I forgot. And I didn't even know at that time, years ago. Now that's why I have a team for my audio marketplace. I can't do everything on my own. I used to do everything on my own, and let me tell you, it's a lot of work. I have sound designers that I work with and I can reach out to. I have a graphic designer that I work with. And that's when it's time for graphic stuff. If I have the money, I pay for it. I don't even waste my time, because by the time I'm done with the graphics, me doing it myself, I would have got 5 or 6 other things completed. So, a recap, there's 3 things to think about. Where you're at with your budget. So if you have no budget, use what you have. If you have an iPad, if you have a MacBook Pro, you have an iMac, any type of Apple product, you have iMovie, use it. Drag your audio in there, drag a picture in there, put your information, convert it, put it up on IG, make sure that you put some hashtags on it. If you're not getting any organic or any kind of engagement, then you're going to put hashtags on it, and then you got to make sure you start doing the other things that I've spoken about in the previous streams. You have to be social. You have to start helping other people. Otherwise, no one's going to help you. I'm not selling anything. I don't have any courses. If you go to my website, I have no courses about marketing to be sold or how to sell beats. I have none of that shit, because I'm not going to sell any of that stuff. Because those courses irritated me, because they never had any useful shit. It was all regurgitated. And the stuff that they had, I already knew, or they don't work no more because it's already, 2016 type of information. Then they're selling it in 2018 or 2019. So have your budget. That's the main thing, is getting a budget. If you don't have a budget, you're not making any money from selling beats. I told you, MG told you, MG the Future told you, I told you how to make money from sounds. MG the Future told you how to make, like, what type of beats you should be making. And if you want to be like, well, I'm not going to make that type of beat, I'm going to do what I want to do, cool, do that. But then don't be mad when you're not selling any beats right now and you need money. If you need money right now, you got to just put your ego aside and start doing things. I appreciate it, man. It's my pleasure. I'm just giving back to the community. So do that. I've actually only had like 3 people hit me up from that live stream about the free money. And if you want to know what that is, you gotta watch a lot. You gotta watch the story. I'm not gonna go over everything, because it was a really good live stream. I'm gonna try to figure out how to export it and put it on YouTube, so that way I had a few people interested, because actually MG the Future jumped on and we spoke together live. It was great. We had actually IG shut us down twice back to back because we hit over 100 people in the actual chat, which was phenomenal. So you guys need to make money, and we're telling you how to make money, but you guys got to put your egos aside, and you got to be willing and ready to listen and take in the information. And that's the hard part sometimes, because you can get told, I've said it in the past, I said it in one of my live streams, you can get told how to do something, but because it's me telling you, you're not going to listen to it. And then MG the Future could tell you the same exact thing that I did, and you at that time were ready to listen to it. Or CMP could have told you, or Mr. Different could have told you, or Av could have told you, or BusyWorks Beats could have told you, or Superstar O could have told you. But then you were ready to listen. But I don't care, as long as you actually take it and you're ready to listen. So actually, I want to shout out to my guy Owl Kid. If you need graphics, that is the guy to go to. He is. I've been working with him for well over 3 years. He's never let me down. And when I say I've been working with him for 3 years, like, he's done all the graphics, pretty much all the graphics except I think one for my Audio Marketplace. Any product images, he's done. Any of logo stuff, he's done. He actually did the logo for Entrepreneur Digital Marketing. He did the logo for that. He did the logo for Sounds Empire. He did the logo for Studio Verts. He did the logo for a few of my brother's companies and businesses that he started. So if you need logos, that is the dude to contact. So I'm plugging you in right now, bro. I told you that I would. Things will change for you. That I will. My goal was to send people your way and get money in your pockets. This is how you do that, bro. People, this is how you do that. The people who always help you, you help them. You put money in their pockets, because I can tell you right now, if I help put money in your pockets when I need help, I won't even have to ask. I won't even have to ask for help, because you already know that I need help. And it's gonna come and it's gonna be like, yo, can I help you do something? Or do you need help with anything? Yeah. That's exactly what I did to CMP and MG. Like, I knew, I was listening. I've been watching them. I was listening. I saw their website. I knew what they needed help with. I reached out, and then it finally clicked. The first time I got a no. The second time I got a no. And then it finally, MG was ready to listen, and he's like, I need help. He literally sent me an email after the live stream and said, yo, bro, I need help. You're right. What am I talking about? You're telling me you're gonna help me, and I keep telling you no. Let's do this. And then CMP saw my website. What's up, Banger? CMP saw my website, and then he's like, yo, because I said something to CMP, and he was like, yeah, let's talk about it. But I wasn't sure if it was like, let's talk about it, and he's just being nice, because we really haven't had an actual conversation. And then when we had our conversation through IG, he was like, yeah, bro, I saw your website. That shit is clean as hell. He's like, who did that? I was like, that's me, bro. I did all that. I mean, yes, I use plugins and stuff, but I know how to use my tools very well. Again, it goes back to budget. I budgeted to have certain things done, and the things that I didn't get done, I did myself. The website, 9 times out of 10, I did on my own, because I didn't have the budget to do it. I had to learn. I had to teach myself how to do it. I had to ask people questions, and sometimes people wouldn't give me the damn answer, so I had to spend time searching and scouring YouTube, and at times still didn't get the answer. And then I would go to Fiverr and pay somebody, and they would do it for me. Sometimes that's what it is. Like moving websites over. I'm still not the best at doing that. I still struggle with it, because I miss certain key things. So there's a guy that I actually go to on Fiverr. I don't remember his name, and I should, but I haven't had to use any of his help for well over 2 years. But I still talk to him here and there, and anytime I need a website moved from one host to another, I just say, hey, I need to move this, this, and this. I know it's like 3 sites, and you normally charge like $10 or $15 per site. When can you get it done? And he'll give me a timeline. Okay, well, which ones do you need done first? These are the orders I need them done in. This is the timeline. You have a week to get it done. All right, perfect. He'll get them done. He'll send me an email. Hey, I got all of them done. He'll get them done like in 2 or 3 days versus the whole week. But I give him the whole week, because things happen, and that's what you have to remember, people. Shit happens. People have family. People have boyfriends, girlfriends, kids. Kids get sick. People get sick. So always give people a longer duration than what is needed, because things happen, and you have to take into account of that. And he would always over deliver. If I told him a week, he'd get it done in 2 or 3 days, and then I'd give him like $20 tip. And every once in a while, like I wouldn't talk to him for like, I didn't talk to him for like 2 or 3 months. I said, hey, what's your PayPal account? He's like, oh, it's this. I was like, because I can't find it. Like, I had it before. I can't find it. He's like, wow. I was like, I just need it real quick, because I want to send you some money soon. He's like, all right. So then I said that to just for him to give me his PayPal email, and I sent him like $20. And he was like, what's this for? I'm like, bro, I know it's nothing. It's not a lot. I'm just giving you that because I want you to know I appreciate everything you've been doing for me, and everything. Every time I ask you something last minute, you always answer my questions. You're always helping me. And now to this day, if I send him an email, dude, he'll reply to me literally within an hour or two, and he's in a different time zone. So get your budget up. I'm teaching you guys how to start doing things without having to rely on other people. And I'm teaching you guys how to be a business by using the money you have to pay for services, so that way you can actually spend more time on what really matters. If you spend time making beats and then making beat videos and you're not making any money, you're doing something wrong. Like, you need to understand that you're doing something wrong. So what are you doing wrong? You can't continue doing the same thing and you're not making money. Then you need to stop. If you already have 20, 30, 40 beats, you need to stop making beats now. You need to get your beat videos together. You need to start making these packs like I told you. You have like 2019, there's no excuses for anybody to say I'm broke. You can say I have limited funds. In 2019, you can't say I'm broke. 2019, you can say I have limited funds. That's what you can say. I have limited funds. Take a piece of paper, take your iPad, your phone, take however you want to take notes. Write down what you need. What is exactly what you need. I'm talking about, if I have it, I'll show you real quick. I might have it here, unless I put it away. Nope, I have it right here. So I have a list. So analog, paper, piece of paper and pencil. So this is my 2019. And this kind of dragged over from 2018. So what I have on my list is purchase Endless Smile for $39. It's $39.99. Purchase Map Pro 69. Spectrum, so Atmosphere, $479. Keyscape, $379. The Arteria bundle, I don't have a price on that because I'm gonna wait for Black Friday. Output, I need to be a little bit more specific with that. And let's see, I have the Studio Output Desk, the Apollo X8, a UAD satellite. So you notice that I'm actually have stuff written down. These are my goals. Like, I know what I'm actually working towards. So when I get monies, I know what I actually need. So everything on here is for a purpose. So you need to have a piece of paper. You write down what you need to make your workflow easier. Don't get the money and go buy fucking Jordans. Don't get the money and go buy a $100 shirt. What I'm wearing right now, this V-neck right here, is not a $100 V-neck. I went to Kohl's and got a V-neck. I have nice clothes, yes, but I'm not stupid in spending money because we weren't taught. Our parents were not teaching us, most of us, how to be smart with our money. I had to learn that as I got older. Stop spending the money you get on the bullshit. The easy way to do that is when you get that money and you're gonna buy something, the first thing that you should be asking yourself is, if I buy X, how much money is it gonna make me? How much money is X going to make me? That's really what you need to ask yourself. Like when I bought this iPad Pro, like I literally thought, like, how is this going to benefit me? Not just to buy this, just to buy this. How am I going to use this? And I bought it because I know I was going to use it for college, and I was going to take notes with it. And now I use it for, I use this thing more than my damn MacBook Pro now. The only time I use my MacBook Pro is like when I do audio stuff, or if I'm going to do research, because I don't know. I just still like the mouse when I'm doing research. But reading and stuff like that, I do it on my iPad Pro. So now I'm trying to force myself to make my money back from my iPad Pro. So I use it as much as possible so I get my worth. So you got to take the money you make and reinvest it. So the next step now, the first step for you guys is to watch the other streams to learn how we told you, when I say we, I'm talking about MG and myself, told you guys how to actually make preset banks, how to make loops, how to sell them. We told you how to sell them. I specifically told you how to sell them. I held your hand and told you how to sell them. I'm not going to show you every step because you need to do that on your own. You need to make the money to get, you're not going to get farther if you have no money, because you need money to start promoting yourself. You need your money to start having brand awareness. Like Gary Vee, watch Gary Vee. The most important thing is attention. You can't get any of that if you don't have money. Like, you still need to put money behind. Like, he puts money behind his videos. He can say whatever he wants, but if you listen closely to what he says, he'll tell you, and he tells other customers or clients, hey, you should put money behind your ad spends. Spend money on WhatsApp. Spend money on IG. No one's really spending money on IG, and they're not. And that's what I just started spending money on IG. I know what I'm doing in marketing. I already documented it. It's already documented. You guys just need to, I'm telling you guys and teaching you guys, because no one's willing to tell you or teach you guys. Everybody's willing to sell you a course to teach you guys. Everybody's ready to sell you something to teach you guys. I have not sold anything since I've started my live stream. I have not said, hey, go here and buy this. Hey, go here and buy that. Meaning me, go buy something where I'm going to benefit from it. When I brought up the books to get, I don't have an affiliate link to them. I probably should, but I don't. I'll put it up again. Here's the Facebook one. Here's the IG one. Go get them. You see all the tabs? Like, I don't just read these just to read these, bro. Like, I read those to learn. Just because I understand Facebook doesn't mean I can't learn something from someone else. That's why I got that book. And that's why I got the IG book, because I just wanted to understand and get this a different point of view of how this marketing person views Instagram. So that's why it was important for me to figure out how to stream live on IG and live on YouTube at the same time. There's a way to do it where you can do it where, like how I'm doing it right now, but if you wanted to see, if I wanted to screen share, you guys wouldn't be able to see it. So, like, I asked MG, he was unsure. I asked Mr. Different, he didn't know. And there's nothing against them, they just didn't know. Like, I figured I asked them, they would have the answer because they've been doing this longer. And then I did some searching. There was a really good one, but it was like, dude, it was out of hand. You got to do this, download this program, and then go here, change this PHP file. I'm like, yeah, no, that is not that. If you got to do that much, it's not. No, I'm not doing that. I literally, it took 4 hours to reverse engineer what I was trying to do and how to do it, and now I'm streaming live on YouTube and live on IG. And I will share how I did it later on. I want to get a few videos in before I start sharing them, before I start telling people how I did this. Because, like, it doesn't make sense for me to show you how to do this when you guys don't know how to make money. And for the people who are making money, this is not a dig on anybody. I'm not trying to put anybody down. The point I'm trying to drive is you are not broke. You just have limited funds just like everybody else. I'm giving you the opportunity to change that in 2019. You have 3 months for a whole quarter. Q1, 3 months. You can actually make money in 3 months. You can make money in less than 3 months, but it's how bad you want it. Go back, watch the streams, listen to the content with MG and myself. If you don't know what beats to make, and you're just struggling on your beats, we tell you. Actually, MG drops the biggest diamond, the biggest gem on what he did, where he went to actually reverse engineer those beats and made type beats and made money off of those. Go back and watch the live stream. It's a very long one. I think that was the longest live stream I've ever had. It was like 2 hours. And I wasn't even expecting it to be that long. So I say that to say this. I had a gentleman ask a lot of questions. So I'm trying to take his questions and kind of map them out for you guys, so that way we end up in a certain spot. And where we're going to end up is I'm going to show you guys how to market and put money behind on Instagram and on Facebook, and how to use those, and then eventually as well Google. I'm going to show you how to do this. I actually do this with clients. I actually have people who pay me to do this because they don't want to do it, or they don't want to learn how to do it, which to me is sad, because it's like, I'll show you how to do it, so you don't need me to do it, but then you can use me when you're to the point where you're too busy, then you pay me. You don't just pay me because you're just being lazy. That makes no sense to me. You should have an understanding of this. But they don't want to, and I'm fine with that. It is what it is. And you're going to have clients like that, and you just need to be able to accept it and make sure you take care of them. So right now, we're teaching you how to make money. MG, CMP, myself, Mr. Difference. We're giving you the guys the tools to make money. You take that money, put it over to your beats, put it over to your branding, so you can finally get yourself a system that works on its own, and all you have to worry about is your social media, and you have to worry about your beats and your customers. Then you give your beats off to somebody else, you get them mixed by somebody else if that's not your strong suit. You get them mastered by the services we have now, the $5-10 services. Do that. You spend less time mixing, you spend less time mastering, you spend more time making beats, you spend more time interacting with customers, you spend more time on social media, gaining leads. Now you're making more money. So what I'm telling you is that when you start making money, dude, more money starts coming, believe it or not. Like, you start seeing it, and it's really, I didn't believe it, but you start seeing the money, and it just starts coming because you're putting all this action behind it. So once you start getting to that middle stage, because right now we're talking about the beginning stages. I'm teaching you guys how to get the money first. You guys want, like, people are telling me, like, I want to know how to make money. Okay, but you're not willing to do the work, so I can't tell you how to get the money until you're ready to do the work. Once you do the work, the money will come, but you got to do the work right. Your foundation needs to be built right. So watch the other streams to learn how to get money. Use this as your starting point to start getting your beats going. And you use the first stream that we talk about how to make money to get money. And you use that to push your beats. And then when you push your beats, then you'll be ready for the next step. And the next step is I'll show you guys how to take the money, the little bit of money you have, and push it for marketing. I actually spent, I actually put behind the personas post. I put $10 behind one, and I put, I think, $5 behind the other one, and I got their attention because I know what I'm doing. But it doesn't mean that's always going to happen every time. I just knew what I was doing at that moment of time because the time was right. Everything made sense. I had other things lined up, and I was paying less than 2 cents a click. And I was sending everybody to my profile. So 2 cents a click to my profile. And where people were, and the average I think spent was like 50 cents a click. I was paying 2 cents, and I bet you I got it down to 1 cent. So I know what I'm doing. I want to give back because I know what I'm doing. I wish I would have knew the stuff that I know now. Had I knew the stuff that I know now back when I was making beats, I would have been put on. So if you guys are coming in late, I am streaming live on IG and on YouTube. So if you want to see exactly what I did, it will be coming on to YouTube after I sign off. It takes a little bit to buff. You guys can go back in, and watch what I did. It's basically just showing how to make beat videos if you have no money, utilizing what you have to, like, if you have a little bit of money, using some time, and then also where you can go to get templates when you actually have a little bit of a budget. So you guys have any questions, please email me at myaudiomarketplace@gmail.com. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I do my best to, I normally check it right after the live stream, and then I'll answer questions. Otherwise, throughout the day, I'll answer questions. But if you want to hear something, you want to know something a little bit more specific for me to discuss on the next live stream, just go ahead and email me that question, and I'll do my best to answer it. If it's a question that I feel it'll be better answered in a live stream, I'll let you know, and then I'll answer it in a live stream. So I'll wait a few seconds, give everybody the opportunity to ask any questions they may want to ask before I end the live stream. And I gotta figure out how to get the chat to show up on YouTube. So I don't know how to do that. I can see that I'm streaming live, but I don't know how to do that. Might have to get with you, BK Bangers. Hopefully you can help me, or I'll see if MG's around and ask MG to how he gets his little chat from YouTube up, where he just has the actual chat on the side. All right, if there's no questions, you guys have a great day. Have a good one.